Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
Welcome everybody to today's special edition of my show. Have you ever felt like an outsider looking in? A monster, if you will. Well, today we've had the person who has gone through just that. We're going to interrogate and investigate the creator and the creation. Everybody, I am pleased to present Frankenstein's monster.
Thank you for having me.
So, Mr.
Please, call me Mogo.
I'm happy to see that you found a name for yourself. Some people go through their entire lives not knowing what they're called. You are an extreme case of this.
That I was Dr. Phil. And as you can tell now, I'm almost at a normal.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to show a picture of Mogar himself before all of this. Now, I advise viewer discretion for what you are about to see.
Oh, that's disgusting! What is that?
Yes, indeed he was hideous. But more on that later. But right now, I want to talk about his creation.
Yes. When I was born, it was a dark and disorientating time. I was a newborn in mind, but a decrepit person in body. I grabbed for any and everything to help find a way. I searched for a light, a beacon, to help guide me, but there was no one. I did what I could and finally made my way outside. There I went into the forest to begin my disassociated life of misery and pain. And as soon as happiness so close at hand, the creator of my pain and misery snatches it away from me.
Are you talking about the painting you asked for?
Of course! The one thing I asked that man and he refuses!
So through all of this, you declare war on him?
He took the only chance I had at pleasure. Why should he live in ecstasy and joy while I wallow in despair? No. From that moment on, everything that he felt should be what I have felt all these years.
But you do not know that murder is wrong, correct?
Of course I know murder is wrong. What are you taking me for? Some violent monster? I know right from wrong. Creating me was the first wrong that he done to me. Not taking care of me and giving me joy and happiness, but taking away a companion who could have made me happy. That was the last wrong. Murder is wrong, yes, but if it evens the pain that he caused me, it is worth it.
But do you regret what you did?
Regret is something that has filled me throughout the entire years of my life. Every murder, every single time I took the life of someone who had not done anything to me, it killed me aside more and more. The only thing I had driving me forward was revenge. But after that he was gone, everything that I had done came to me. And that is why I took my own life. Escape this world so no one else could be harmed by me. And so that the pain and anguish I feel inside every day would be gone.
Thank you, Mogar. After this brief break, we will be back with his creator, Dr. Frankenstein himself.
You want to get a pizza? Go serve some ranch.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
I think I ate the bones. I ate the bones! I ate the bones!
This looks pretty nice.
What is this weak stuff, son? You some old spots in last week, you do this! Ah! Get out of the box!
Old Spice. How does this work? There it is.
That's the power of Old Spice, baby! Woo!
Oh, my wrist!
Don't worry, let Old Spice heal that.
It's better.
That's the power of Old Spice! Woo!
And we're back. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before the break, I interviewed Bogart, and we talked about his previous life and the wrongs that he has done. Now, I'm going to interview the man that started all this catastrophe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Victor, Phil and Victor.
Thanks for having me on the show. Yes, sir. Yeah, buddy.
Now, Mogar and I decided it would be best if you and I talked.
So, he's found an identity, has he? After all that he's done, he's found peace?
Now calm down, Victor. Things change and so do people. For right now, I want to get your perspective.
Alright. Ask me anything you want. I'm an open book now after everything that's happened.
Let's talk about your early life. How was your childhood?
What a time. My early life was one of ease and pleasure. I didn't have too many friends, but the ones I had were more than enough to make life lovable.
What were you like as a child?
I was a curious youth, always on the search for knowledge. While everyone was of a polite mindset, I had one that was always asking me why. They often commented on the emotions of what I did, but to me, finding knowledge was like drinking ambrosia with the gods.
You seem to like your studies. Did you continue as you aged?
My thirst for knowledge aged like a fine wine. I read the books of many great scholars. In an inn one day, I found the works of Cornelius Agrippa, the man whose ideas would start and set forth the motion of what was to ruin and eventually end my life.
Have you ever considered reanimation?
It was the vision that came clearest to me in my youth and stayed with me as I went on in life, as to study at the University of Ingolstadt. There I met people who helped my vision become more of a reality. And then after the time spent there learning, the premonition that drove me to do the action that would end the life of everyone I loved, including myself. The ability to reanimate the dead.
Now, Victor, when you were going on this quest to make new life, did you ever think that it was ethically wrong and it wouldn't come with consequences?
The only thing I thought about was seeing this endeavor through. I was driven mad by the idea that my childhood dream could be false. Nothing else even mattered. Not my friends, not my family, not even my health. I never even thought about the consequences. I never thought anything like this could have ever happened.
I see. Well, Victor, we're about to go to break, but when we return, I will talk with you and Mogar and see if we can settle this conflict. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
So bored.
Guys, don't we have like an English project or something to do this week?
Can't you just forget about that project? What's it even over?
I think it's like Frankenstein, but to be completely honest, I didn't even read the book, so I don't know what's going on.
I'm hungry.
You always whine. We have pizza.
I don't want that.
Hey, what's that cheesy snack that smiles back?
The snack that smiles back.
Goldfish!
Has this ever happened to you? Not anymore with the new Honeywell security system. It alerts you when any door is open.
Cabinet door open.
It even alerts you to those uninvited guests.
Black man approaching. The authorities have been alerted.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now today I have with me Dr. Frankenstein and the monster. Now, gentlemen, I know you two feel animosity about each other, but I want you to talk to each other about each other's grievances, starting with Bogart.
Maybe now that my outward appearances aren't so grotesque, you can truly see the person I am inside. You abandoned me when I was nothing more but a mere child. Not because I was evil or destructive, but purely because of the way you had made me. If I had looked as I do now when you created me, you would have rejoiced to the world your accomplishment. But that is not how things went. I fended for myself, learned life and humanity, not from you, but from a hole in a wall. If it weren't for the Lacey family, I would have been found by some hunter and killed. But oh, what bliss that would have been. To have been killed ignorant and possibly happy would have been a godsend that you could not have afforded me. No, I was forced to keep living and understand just how miserable one can get. Then I come to you, asking you to show some kindness to your creation, the person you so arrogantly brought to life. And even this you refused. You called me a monster for what I did to the people you loved. But truly you were the monster when you gave me thought. Now know this, I did not rejoice in the slaughter. I possibly grieved as much as you did whenever for the acts I committed. But they had to have been done to right the wrongs you have done to me.
Still, you speak of yourself as an angel cast down from heaven. The only wrong you committed was abandoning you. Instead, I should have bludgeoned your head, and once I saw how grotesque your face was, I did the wrong. But instead of attacking me, you attack all those around me. Innocent bystanders in our war. This is the reason why you are a monster. Your words woo the hearts of those to find pity upon you, and so they believe your deeds are justified. Murder in itself is wrong. But you murdered the innocent, a youth of 5 who had done no wrong to a single man, but only showed love and compassion. And you strangled the life out of him just because he was of relation to me, and refused to befriend you. Do not sit there and call me the causer of all this for you. Went about ending lives that were not connected to our fight.
Alright, now that both of you have aired your grievances, I'm going to try and clear this up. And possibly get you to a place where maybe you can try and stop killing each other and can talk. Now Victor, what is your deal? I can care less about how horrible Mogar's face looked. He was still your responsibility. You abandoned him, and in doing that, all the things that happened is because of you. You know this, right?
Yes, but it was just such a disappointment. I just couldn't bear having that failure stare back at me with his grotesque eyes.
So just because he was hideous, it wasn't the spectacular achievement you dreamed about and threw it away? Get real! That's life, and you just created a new one. And it was your job to care for it no matter how hideous it was, or disappointing. Now yes, your life was one full of pain and loneliness, and I do agree with you on your claim for happiness with a companion, but you can't go and throw a tantrum every single time things don't go your way, especially because your physical strengths. You yourself killed 4 people, and your actions killed 3 more. Do you not care anymore?
I felt every kill as a murder of my own person. I did not crave blood, just revenge on Frankenstein. I wanted him to feel the same pain of being alone that I felt. The murder of his younger brother was not planned. I did not hunt for him, but in a frenzy of rage I did kill him, and that moment was when I knew how to hurt my creator.
Was it worth it, Mogar? Was letting yourself be consumed by rage and hate worth your revenge? Okay.
When I look back, it was never the right course of actions. Victor, I know I ruined your life, but you ruined mine. And at that time, my actions seemed justified by your treatment of me. Now that life has a new chance for me, and I can be a part of humanity, I can see the faults of all with a clear mind. This will never be enough, but I am sorry.
We are both at fault here. Both our actions led to each other's demise. But it's true, my abandoning of you is the root of all this evil between us. I accept your apology and give you one of my own in return. I only wish that now that we are at peace, I could live the rest of my life with my beloved Elizabeth.
Well, Victor, we have a surprise for you. Listening out throughout this entire show was a person very special to you. Elizabeth, please come down.
So this is the secret you've been needing to tell me?
Well, this has been a very special and moving episode of Dr. Phil. Remember, when you feel like an outsider or a monster, try thinking of a different way of looking at life. With a new view, things might turn out for the best